This music, Ryan, I feel like it's more like an oh yeah.
Well, how's this music make you feel?
Oh yeah!
Welcome to the Leafcast, first time reader show based on the epic fantasy series The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. My name is Ryan, and joining me as always is the funky fresh, the mower of lawns, the washer of dishes, the man who backs up all his claims.
I'm the cleaner of ceiling fans.
To know him is to love him, Brother Dan.
Damn straight.
Yeah, we're tall enough to do it without chairs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Humans on all the spectrums, please don't be afraid. We are the most loving.
My John specs, Ryan?
I do. I was going to say, where's your piano?
I found these at a grocery store parking lot.
Really?
Yeah, they were just laying there. I'm like, well, this cannot be the end of these cool ass sunglasses story.
Like, how do you pick them up? How did you pick them up with those puppet hands? Can you recreate it?
Right. Yeah. I just scooped, man. Boom. It was one motion. You want to see it? Watch. So here, I was walking. I'm like, oh, scoop.
That's amazing. All right. Yeah, we are covering Towers of Midnight chapters 27 through 31, and this is episode 195.
Cool, baby.
All right.
Actually, I'm wearing this shirt because one of the chapters is called Oddities, and this shirt says, I like oddities. So we'll see. We'll ask if the consensus is whether we like the chapter called Oddities and whether it has loyal. It doesn't.
Yeah. Way to sell it. All right. Hey, whoa, that's loud. All right. We're rocking. Let's bring in our first time reader, Joshy Poo.
Poo-poo.
What'd you call him?
I called him poo-poo.
Okay.
Everybody,
billion. Get your drink on really quick. We are starting the best show you've ever fucking seen.
Okay, we'll be here next week.
And
I can't do it, right?
Hello.
There he is.
Leave after.
There he is. With like the fillet of soul patch.
It's my
Fillet of
favorite
soul?
dish.
It's kind of like the reverse Hitler. You just put that up on the top lip, you're good. You're golden.
Oh, I lose control when you cook fillet of soul.
That would be creepy.
A little bit of soul and I'm feeling fine. A little bit of soul and I'm losing my mind. Yeah, feeling fine. Yeah.
How are you
All
guys
right.
doing?
Little dead
All right,
milkman for y'all.
All right. Casey said I will join us if she can. We miss her already.
I hope she can.
I hope so too.
Josh, are you current?
Here.
Oh yeah, hit me. Oh yeah. You want to just jump right in it?
No.
Where are you at in the show?
Episode 3. I haven't watched. I've only watched the first 2, I think.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Damn it. All right. Damn it. All right.
Okay,
Well,
I think you're gonna like the next couple ones that you watch for real. Watch. He's gonna hate it the most.
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I do not have consensus views on the show. I'll put it that way. It's been
No.
learned.
This is known.
It is known, Ryan Lisi.
All right, so yeah, Josh has been making a major claim about the chronology of the books, and boom, we get a huge confirmation in these chapters. Our text was blowing up with, see?
I told you.
Josh does a lot of I told you so.
There was no I
It's
told
ins-
you so. There was
it's-
validation. I was happy to see that I was right.
Yeah.
Holy
And I share your joy. I share
You
your
didn't
joy.
tell me anything other than seeming to imply that I was wrong.
Oh, absolutely not. No, we're great.
I did a couple of weeks ago because you're, but no, you are right.
Yeah, we've learned over the years to never question you once, Josh.
Yeah, please question away.
In fact, this letter from Egwene to Darlin, this is when she's back in the Two Rivers, like as a kid. It's crazy.
About all that, but
Are you well, Josh? You look well. Is the sun been kissing your face?
no, but I did hot yoga today. I might still be a little red.
Well, that red is a vigor. It's disguised as vigor. As opposed to Ryan and I, who are pasty Irishmen. We are doing we're doing 5 chapters this week. You know, Josh, let's just whip through all 5 chapters in 15 minutes. They're gone. Just you and me, bud. Chapter 27, Egwene, A Call to Stand, blah, blah, blah. Next. Chapter 28. No,
yeah, 27 could have been left.
Actually, I think there's a couple points of view in this that I kind of like. I like the hold on, is it just?
I love how Egwene is like, I'm Amerlin enough to tell this king to bring all of his armies.
Yeah.
Well, there's a bit of pretense in all of our lady heads of state. It seems when we get Elaine's point of view, that's really weird too. We'll point it out, but I mean, I think Egwene's kind of cool here. She's writing a letter.
Well, this has to be way after Zenrand happened, because this is clearly referencing back to the chapter where Rand came and visited her as Zenrand, right? So,
yeah, it is cattywampus. Like, besides being correct, what do you think of it?
I don't really understand the why. It's, unless something happens where they like weave back together at the end of the book, I don't understand why it needs to be all not in sync.
Uh-huh.
Other than to make you realize it and feel smart when you realize that it's out of sync, and then you realize it that you were right.
Well, I guess to your point, because we don't get a lot of time references, but this is one of them, right?
Well, we have seen that like food was still spoiling under different people, like after Rand seemingly cleansed the taint. So reached Dragon Mountain, became
cleanses his soul.
But we've also seen that cleansing of the food is proximal. It's
proximal
it's kind of dependent where he's at. So, yeah. So, but this was. Can we assume that a lot of these chapters are before and after? Is Rand's Zen moment kind of like the fulcrum of all these chapters, whether you're pre-awakening or post-awakening? Pre-Zen?
That was a great movie.
It does
great
seem
movie
that way. I'm not sure where Matt fits into it.
Okay.
I feel like Matt is also out of sync, but I don't know how. What made me think that? Something about Elaine.
Your brain.
Doesn't Elaine get a visit from Rand at some point? Maybe not.
No, not in this book.
In this book? Okay.
Because
not yet in this book so far, anyways.
Yeah, it's all been baby stuff.
Right.
Babies, my babes, right? My babes.
I guess there was some mention of the storm still in the Matt chapters.
Pre-awakening, post-awakening, Matt Cawthon. Can I just get a Bloody Mary?
Yeah, really. Time to dice. So this chapter is chapter 27. It's called A Call to Stand, and it's Egwin's point of view. She is reading a really well-written letter from High Lord Darlin, but apparently it's super treasonous because it says, I don't think he's doing a good job. What?
So Darlin is the one who Rand appointed? The young kid? Oh, no. Darlin's the one who the Sanshin... Okay. Who did Tuon appoint as the king? Was that Darlin?
Jesus. I forgot she did that.
That was him.
Oh, darling.
Please believe.
So this person was appointed by the Lord Dragon himself. He's like, hey, darling.
All right.
You want to run tear?
Bestlin. Okay, that's why it's got a similar name. Okay. Thank you, One-Holic. Appreciate it.
Wait. They're because they only have 2 syllables? Like, how are these names similar? Bestlin and Darlin. All right, Lynn. All right, I'm dumb.
Lan, I don't know.
I'm so dumb. Guys, in chat, I might be the smartest dumb person you know.
Rand appointed Darlin as king.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's like, yeah, okay, I do agree that Rand's making a dumb choice by breaking the seals. We don't want him to do that, sure. But so I'll join you, but I don't know. I got a bunch of Shanshin knocking at my door, so I'm gonna leave most of my armies at home. I'm gonna bring some pretty cool looking dudes. Don't worry about it. And she's like, oh, darling,
darling.
When you told me you wouldn't bring your armies anymore. I know. I nearly broke down. And wrote another letter. And she's like, darling, listen, I'm the Evelyn, bitch. And last battle's coming. And you know what? The Shanshin aren't even that close. Here, I'll tell you what. If there's problems, I promise I will jet all your cats. You and your whole army can go right back. Be back in Tyr like in the blink of an eye. And she's like, oh. So, Ryan, I do have a... I guess I should put the glasses back on for that. I'll put the glasses on for the next one. All right. Yeah, give me a Taishar music.
Uh-huh. Stop it. I hate you.
All right, take two. Please come with all of you, Taishar.
Come with all of you?
Come with all of you.
All right.
Yeah?
I've got one.
What do you think? All right, Josh. All right.
Oh.
No, do it, right? Josh, you got to be a bit more reposed.
She felt a shiver, remembering her own time with the Shanshin captive.
All right, give us the Taishar.
Sure.
All right. Captive. We learned every Taishar is just like a little window into your guys' souls.
It's true.
We
do kind of get you, Ryan. You're goddamn right. It is, by the way.
It's a projective test. You get it's war shock, like in the No, I love it.
Sure.
I don't trust any of you anymore.
Rorschach.
Yeah. I wouldn't trust either of you to watch my dogs with this bullshit you come up with.
So let's talk Egwin's plans. She says that Darlin's support is essential to her plans. She says that she needs his armies at the field of Marilor. She's going to write a letter to Gregorin de Lashnenos of Villian.
Good job.
Thank you.
Strong.
And she has Matris Stepanos. Matrin Stepanos, like kidnap at the White. Well, not kidnap, but like, seeking refuge at the White Tower. Ryan.
The music, yeah, I haven't changed the music. We're still sexy time.
They were practically pounding on his sit.
On his sit?
Okay.
Well, it was city, but
Wait, Josh got one.
No, none of
Oh,
this.
I was ready. All right, I was ready. That was a little preemptive. Sorry, guys.
But this does seem to indicate the timeline here. A knock came at her door. She looked up. Sylviana peeked in. The woman held up a letter. It was curled tightly from having been carried in by pigeon. Your expression is grim, Egwin noted. The invasion has begun, she said. Watchtowers across the Blight border go silent one at a time. Waves of Trollocs advance beneath clouds that boil black. Kandor, Arafel, and Saldia are at war. So doesn't this refer to the battle that's going on? Okay, that's the quote I just read. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
But you got there before me. Doesn't this refer to the battle that's going on with your favorite character, Ryan? The other hero, the other great general?
Oh, yeah.
Herod fell?
No, Il Torade, Rodel. That's. I mean.
So if the clouds are still boiling black, while Iturralde is in the battle and Egwin is writing these letters, that means that it's before Rand cleansed himself.
I think the clouds are even proximal.
I don't think so. I think that, we see that in the Wolf Dream, everyone's been talking about this storm for several books. Fucking Nynaeve has been talking about it for like 6 books. I think that it's related to it's the Great Lord turning into the world. And when Rand peels off the darkness and shatters the light, the clouds separate, right? Because we've seen in other scenes that light is shining down. Granted, that was proximal to Rand.
Yeah. I mean,
light has.
In fact, Min knows when Rand shows up. She's like, "Oh,
because
sunny.
the sun
Rand
comes.
must be here."
Yeah,
comes through.
But that doesn't mean both things are correct. Like proximal light, proximal goodness, blah blah blah, and also the time dilation,
time asymmetry.
Yeah, because it does seem like that's the battle we're talking about,
right?
But definitely okay. So God, we're jumping, but speaking of time, Perrin sees Rand.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like Rand's having a fucking moment.
Right.
What did he arrive at the point of the awakening in the Wolf Dream?
He did, yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
he's on top of Dragon Mount when it happened, rooting Rand on from the shadows, basically.
Yeah, that's fascinating. Yeah,
we could probably, in retrospect, trace back the visions, the color swirls, to exactly where they're at. It's it seemed like Perrin was near a statue outdoors, a big statue with the sword. Right. Yeah, he was camped there. I guess then the road, the Johanna Road, was near there.
Road. Mm-hmm.
So I guess, yeah. So I guess there are clues if you look for them.
Yeah, that'll be our
Brandon Sanderson.
That'll be the reread Leafcast 2.0.
2.0. But she does admit to herself that, quote, she was using Rand's proclamation as a beacon by which to gather and tie the monarchs to the White Tower. That's when she gets a message that the invasion had begun of Kandor, Arafel, and Saldaea. Mm-hmm. She's like, what of Tarwin's Gap? They're like, I don't know. She's like, well, find out.
They better be standing still.
She's all, ask the Blue Sister. You know what? Get Swan. She'll know. She still has her blue eyes and ears.
Mm-hmm.
And it says here, The Blue Network was the Blue Ajas, not to be preempted by the Amerlin. Well, the last battle was at hand. Some concessions had to be made. This is despot shit, right? I mean, do we agree with this kind of thing?
Well, she seemed. I mean, in this chapter where she goes in and changes the ability of the sisters to meet in secret without the Amerlin, she's also enacting some fascism, right?
Brother Dan,
absolutely.
Yeah. Dan, it's obviously a national emergency. The previous Amerlin just allowed millions and millions of Trollocs to come across the border. They invited the Trollocs in. The Trollocs, they're the worst.
They're the worst. Trollocs
they're the worst.
Ryan,
they're not sending their best Trollocs, Dan. They're not sending their best Trollocs.
We should keep in mind, you know what? There's Trolloc de Agua.
You don't get
You can tell by their tattoos and if they have cloven feet, Ryan. They're part of this gang. Yeah, they're murderers.
They're murder de agua. Yeah. Cloven feet. All right. Yeah. I mean, so yeah, clearly, like carte blanche, like all power to the unitary executive, right? All power to the and just let it be, because it's a national land emergency.
Well, she finds out. They're like, Mother, hey, it's happening. You're right. They are meeting. She's
all right,
like, all right.
Tariff the Trollocs.
She's like, let's go crash this little meeting now, shouldn't we? Walks on down. She's like, and she's like, well, yeah, they're not going to oppose me, but they're doing sneaky shit, and we're just gonna crash it. She walks in. The seats weren't all filled, but about 2/3 were. Ramonda and Lelaine were both were both in attendance. They're like, oh shit, it's the boss. Oh shit. It's like if the boss goes into like it's like Jeff Bezos walking into a fucking union meeting, and he's like, no, go ahead. I'm just here to listen. They're like, well, I hate when Jeff Bezos does this. No offense, Jeff Bezos. And I hate when Jeff Bezos does this. For example. But essentially they were like, all right. They were talking about the fact. She's like, no, I'm here to listen. Hey, listen, this is your all meeting. You didn't ask for me to come. You didn't want my voice. I'm just here to listen. Silviana, take notes. I think she put her hand behind her back and she just kind of did that. Leaned back a little bit. It is a bit intimidating to talk shit about the organization while your boss is right there. You're like, this department, the morale is kind of low, and the head of morale is right there. He's like, oh, really? Anyways, head of morale. Really? Oh, yeah. They figured out. They're like, all right, well, Egwin kind of tricked us by declaring war in the tower dispute. And when there's war, then the Amerlin has full power. And she's like, all right, so we can't declare war anymore. There's no more declaring war, because then she gets all the power. They're like, all right, so we're not going to declare war against the Shadow. The White Tower. We're not going to, with the Shining Walls, we're not going to declare war against the Shadow. They're like, well, no, we'll call it a police action. We'll get all around all that. No. Egwin's like, excuse me. Yeah. So, yeah, you're right. We shouldn't declare war. That was then. This is now. And the Amerlin does have too much power. Sure. How about if you guys control the armies and me as the Amerlin, I'll just kind of be the figurehead and I'll talk to all the kings and queens. I'll be in charge of that. And they're like,
all the rulers.
I guess that's okay. They kind of hesitantly raise their hand here. And then
One of them realizes what's going on, but it doesn't get it out in time, though, right?
what? Yeah. Someone's like, God damn it! Yeah. So yeah, she's like, well, yeah, you guys all got bamboozled because Randolph Thor is essentially the king of the world. He's, he, you know what? And we also cannot be in charge of Leonardo DiCaprio and Titanic because he's king of the world too. We also cannot be in charge of the guy from Newsies or he's the king of New York.
Or Muhammad Ali.
I'm the king in New York.
Or LeBron James.
LeBron
James.
They can't control LeBron James. This is all under Egwin's. Queen Latifah. That's Egwin. All that.
Her purview.
All that. Yeah. Anyways. So she's like, all right, cool. Now that that's done, I propose that we make a rule that we never have meetings like this ever again. If where one go, I'll go, or what, Ryan, is that? What's that thing you have tattooed on your belly?
Yeah. You fool me once, shame on me.
Where go one, go all.
You fool me twice, you won't fool me again. All on my belly, all across, because I have a big belly.
She's like, the Amerlin must be at every meeting, or at least has to have the opportunity to come. She has to be invited at least. And all the sitters, if there's not going to be a sitter, they got to appoint one if she's out of town, so that everyone has representation. They're like, this is pretty bold shit. She's like, I'm a bold bitch. Bah! And you heard the music, and it was like, I'm everyone.
I thought the music was
Zoom into the eye.
Right into the pixelated, cold, calculated eye. They all stand for that resolution. They're like, okay, cool. Yep, we'll do that. She's like, all right, bye. Everyone leaves. She goes, she talks to Nicola, and Nisa Stenza and Nissan. Wait, Nisa Elantra? Anyways, she's like, hey, listen, I'm gonna make a gateway. You're gonna go to Camelin. You're gonna go talk to the queen. She's gonna give you some shit. Like, what's the shit? They're like, don't ask, mule. No, she says, it's Terangrial. I'm gonna train you guys how to hang out in our dreams because it's dangerous and you guys are cool. She's like, okay, cool. And then they're like, so they go. They're like, hey, they're going to spread rumors all over the place. She's like, exactly. I'm playing checkers while they're playing dominoes. Well, dominoes has nothing to do with checkers, right? Yeah. She's like, all right, where's Gawain? Where'd he run off to in the city? And it's like, I guess actually he's in Camelin with his sister. She's like, get him back here. I'm gonna need him in a few days. So difficult. That's pretty much how it ends.
Yeah.
Poorly.
She just keeps writing her demanding letters to monarchs.
How big do you think her? Do you think her signature is as big as Trump's?
Yeah, she's like, give me the Sharpie.
Just a big Geiger counter.
Just looks like a bunch of mountains.
And then she holds it up.
Like, no, I guess. There. I know that they used to have like a bunch of pens so that the president, every time he signed like something, there was a commemorative pen that gave away. Are people getting commemorative Sharpies? Do they say like from the office of Donald J. Trump.
Oh yeah.
They all get their own Sharpie. I'd rather ever get a cool pen. Sharpies are kind of cheap compared to a cool pen.
Wasn't he throwing that when he first like was on stage signing him in front of like all those people as inauguration? Didn't he just like throw that shit out to people?
No, those are paper towels you're thinking of in Puerto Rico, right?
Okay, that's okay.
He was throwing it like Tom Brady.
It's hard. It's hard to put them all in a line and shoot those ducks.
It is very hard. What do you think of Egwin? Is she as smart as she thinks she is?
I mean,
Kinda.
She's definitely pulling. She's Wizard of Ozing, pulling
strings. Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think that she is planning on showing up with every army in the world that she can to this field of Marilor?
Seems like it.
In order to convince Rand not to break the seals?
Yeah.
Like he's gonna fight him? Man, the field of Marilor better be big.
Better be big.
Is there anything in this that I missed that you wanted to touch on?
This chapter is kind of the worst one.
Okay. Let's jump to
interesting.
I did want to mention Egwin doing what Swan did to her. Okay, this is the third instantiation of accepted being sent off to do the work of sisters. Right? This is like generational trauma being passed down.
So is Nicola and Nessa, are they like the new, are they Swan and Moraine 2.0?
Swan and Moraine, and then
Egwin and Nynaeve.
Egwin and Nynaeve, right? And Elaine.
Yeah.
You never learn.
No, Nynaeve was, I guess she was just accepted and the others were novices, yeah. All right, we'll jump to, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're good.
Let's go to chapter 28. It is called Oddities. And let's shout out to Luz Jr., who has a store, makes his own merch. He's got a cool little side hustle, and he's doing Wheel of Time stuff for the Wheel of Time community. There we have the give me shock treatment. Give me shock treatment. I want a shock treatment. Here, I like oddities. And this is called Oddities, so why not? It's a Fael. So it starts off with a Fael point of view. And this is the interesting thing that Robert Jordan has done in these chapters. I think this is the first of like 2 or 3 where it's essentially a parent point of view, but we get Fael right beforehand for like a page and a half until he falls asleep. And this is what happens. He's like, he smells a strangeness in the wind, and he notes that there's no wolves around, like at all. He's like, yeah, there was a couple, but they split. He's like, yeah, and I need to find out what's going on. So I'm going in the wolf dream. She's like, well, I don't like that. She admits that she's angry about Magdin, which we'll get into further when we get into her point of view. But Magdin is now, as we know, Morghese, Queen of Andor, Defender of the Realm. Lord Regent of House Turcan.
Folder of sheets.
The shitter of non-stink.
Subjugator of men. It's gone. Assuming the physician.
I can't hear the music. Oh, yes. Figure it out, Fael said, kneeling. Tashar.
Okay, I like that one. I like that
All right.
a lot.
All right, how about this?
That's funny because of all three of them, I imagine like if anyone were to have ED, it'd be Perrin.
Well, this goes on from Fael Kneeling. Quote. Her tongue with some D. Tasha.
What?
Her tongue with some D? Ryan, her tongue with some D? Her tongue with some D.
I don't even know what that means.
Hey, Josh, you're taking my well, right?
I'm
Her
not sure I
tongue-
can have it either, Dan.
Her tongue with some D. Her tongue with some dick.
Her tongue with some D.
Her tongue was like, so you like the tongue because it reminds you of dick?
Her tongue with some D.
With
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
All right, Fayo kept her tongue with some difficulty, but
Oh! None of this is okay.
no, it's good. All right,
Okay.
Ryan, kick the beat.
Oh yeah. Wait, I'm gonna give you a different. Here we go. Yeah. Stop. Okay, it was almost.
Quote. His back against something hard and smooth. Tasha.
Okay. That was weird.
But guys,
Yeah.
guys.
All right.
All right. So
I'm making a poll, Dan, about your stupid fucking laugh. Stop it! What am I missing? Stop it!
All right. So Perrin's already in the dreamland. She comes out. She's looking hot. She's brushing her hair. She's probably wearing a little nightie. She has her bare feet. She's walking across. She's like, "Oh, Perrin, yeah." Perrin's already in snooze land, and we get a Perrin point of view. He is in front of a massive steel tower. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Back against
He's like sitting against it. Hopper's
Man.
like, "Why'd you come here?" He's like,
What
"I
are you
don't know.
doing here, bro?
Woke up here." He says, let's see, "I didn't come here by choice." He said, "Your mind is focused on it, or the mind of one to whom you are connected." And Perrin, it says, Matt Perrin said without understanding how he knew.
Matt. Nice.
So hold on. Let's look at the chronology some more, right?
Yeah.
So Hopper and Perrin find this steel tower. He says that. What does he say? He says, he said, Matt, the colors didn't appear. They never did in the Wolf Dream. Of a foolish a cub as yourself, maybe more foolish. Hopper smelled incredulous. Come at his return. What has? And then he vanished. But he said he walked. Well, yeah. Anyways. He was thinking of this thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is before Rand becomes Zen.
Right.
Okay. I guess that's all I gotta say. That's all.
It's computer.
Well, it doesn't mean that Matt is there. It just means that Matt's thinking about it, right? Which once Tom read in the letter, presumably he was thinking about it, right?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
It doesn't mean that he's in the tower then.
What are you drinking, Josh?
Whiskey ginger. Something simple.
Yeah. Like fresh? Is it fresh ginger?
No.
I'm like, are you okay?
I'm fine.
No, but the
Okay.
the woman who sold it to him had red hair, Ryan. There's your ginger. And she slapped him.
All right, Jesus Christ, coming in like Kramer, Mr. Strovey with the sub boners. Jesus Christ, so funny. That's so funny. That's go on, Dan. Sorry.
Hopper's like, yeah, forget this thing. He bolts over. Perrin, I know where you're at. Goes over to the Johanna Road. There's the big glass wall. Perrin like goes, I'm gonna check this thing out. Boom.
No, Dan. Dan. Yes, please keep that.
So he points over. He sees that it's actually a dome. He's like, all right, there's Hopper back there. He's a Hopper. He's like, he's in there, right? And he knows that Oak Dancer, Sparks, and Boundless are in there. Inside, he's like, well, I'm gonna go in there. And it's like, well, you can't.
You can't.
And Perrin's like,
gotta figure it out.
Oh, and he tries to like boink himself in, and it doesn't work. He goes, oh. So he's like, he like touches it, and is like, his heart almost gives out. He's like, his foot's stuck in it. He's like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Hopper like grabs him by his teeth and drags him away. They're like, yeah, see?
Total like Army's dog style shit. That's awesome.
Yeah. I was thinking more Forrest Gump. Bubba.
Bubba was a dog?
Bubba, yeah. Bubba was Bubba was his friend who made shrimp.
I know.
I've never seen a dog. I've never seen an army dog in action dragging people. I'm sure they do. I'm sure that they're all good boys.
They really are the best.
So Hopper like goes right through the thing and is a little weeded out, but he's like, yeah, I'm fine. And then he's like, well, Hopper, how'd you do it, Hopper? He's like, well, I am me, Hopper said, and seems confused. And Perrin's like, well, ain't nobody got time for this. I'm just gonna run through it. So he just runs through it. Mm-hmm. He's like, ow. Okay, I'm okay. If I run through it, I'm okay. He inside though, he's like, oh, they're way over there. He like can bounce around inside, but he tried to bounce out. It went. Couldn't bounce outside. So the dome seemed to be a barrier of some sort. Mm-hmm. You can do what you want inside the dome. You can do what you want outside the dome, but ne'er shall the two intermingle. Hopper's like, all right, I'll distract Slayer. You get Sparks. Because Sparks is all weeded out. Sparks got a big arrow in him. Oh, Sparks is hurt.
Or Sparks.
Sparks got the Alana.
He got the Alana.
The Skyrim arrow.
He's like, I would have been an adventurer like you, Hopper. But I got an arrow in the spleen.
In the
thigh. It was in the leg. Perrin grabs the wolf. He gets to the wolf. He's like, he's like, all right, I'm gonna run with you. Wait a minute, I'm faster if I. He bounces over, but he's trying to get to like the other side. Slayer suddenly is right in front of him with the bow and arrow. He's like, "You say your prayers for me." And as soon as he's like about to let go, he shifted. It's like, oh wait, he shifted. The arrow didn't hit him. He shifted to where he was supposed to be, like where he first came in. He's like, all right, cool. He's like, he throws Sparks through. Sparks probably went, ow, and went through fine. Hopper, Perrin, no, he didn't burn through. He just ran through himself. Slayer didn't follow. Slayer
That's interesting
hung
that
out.
Slayer didn't follow. Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Perrin goes to the slopes of Dragon Mount. We find out that Whisperer died.
Yeah.
And he's like, Hopper's like, that was a close one, right? And he's like, yeah, but my night's not done. I need to go check. I need to go scout out the camps. I gotta go spy. I'm being like Jesus. I had 3 days, and then a trial. I gotta, they're gonna whip me on the back. They're gonna put a crown on my head, put me on the cross.
So would an arrow have gone through the dome?
Yeah.
It's a great question.
Moving fast enough,
Is there anything else about the dome or about Perrin's there?
I still don't really know what it is, which is bothering me. But
the dome.
Yeah, and why does it not move? How did Slayer get inside of it? Is he just there hunting wolves to piss Perrin off? Like, it's weird.
Yeah, is it a Slayer thing, or is he dealing with it as well?
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, was it something that was inflicted upon him as well, or is this?
Well, we know that. I mean, if it is the dream spike thing or whatever that I was theorizing that it is, that was held by a Forsaken, and we know that Slayer and the Forsaken are kind of in cahoots, and that he's passed around. But we don't really know. I mean, that's my only theory at the moment as to what
that would necessitate the coincidence of a Forsaken just happening to be like in the real world right at the point where all the wolves were there, like that kind of. Do you feel like they're coordinating then? Is Slayer just like, fucking, all right, I need you here like tonight?
I don't know. I mean, all the wolves are gathering on Dragon Mount, so presumably what are they doing in this area, and how many of them were in there? Did Perrin just rescue all 5 of them that were in there? Is it now going to move? I don't know.
Yeah.
It also seems that the wolves have been gathering for not just one day.
Right?
Ryan, we're boring him. Let's
Jesus
All
Christ. All right.
Ryan,
accents.
Show your abs.
All right. Fuck it. All right. I'm going to... Dan, you do an accent. Do a non-offensive accent.
Hey, I'm walking here, you scumbag.
That's offensive.
Who do you think you are with your shirt all off, but you still got sleeves? You're offensive. How's that?
That was good.
Okay, yeah. You know what accent that was?
Well, it sounded like Gangs in New York, and then it turned into Wadahalakasi.
It's from a street in Trenton, New Jersey called Waybarrow Avenue.
Just one street accent.
Mm-hmm.
That was okay. Very regional.
Yeah. They actually, if you order like ham there, you say, "Can I have a prosciutto?" And everyone's, "Oh, you're from Wayfair, aren't you?" Or whatever I said.
All right.
Do my way. All right, I'll do my Bondi B. All right, Ryan. Give me a scene.
Give you a scene?
Give me something.
All right, okay. All right, you're holding 2 melons in the grocery store.
Right. All right. Now, there's a very fine technique to determine whether these are right and whether they're unright. You thump them. You give them a thump. Yeah. And if it's hollow, then it's right. And when it's kind of a third, like not hollow. Then it needs a few more days on the shelf.
Excuse me, sir. Do you work here?
Craggy, no. I'm retired. Can't you tell by my shirt? It's a retired man shirt. Can't you tell by the Fosters I'm drinking as I'm working?
Excuse me, sir. Who are you talking to about the melons?
Oh,
I'm looking.
I'm making content. I'm providing content to the carrots and to the celery and to the cucumbers. I'm produce content, man.
Produce content.
Sir,
right.
What other melons do you test?
Water, cassava, honeydew, cantaloupe. That's all. Did Ryan freeze?
I think he did.
I think he did too. Oh no. Oh, there he is. All right. All right. End scene. That was fun. All right, Ryan. Rodell. Iteralde. Rodell. Iteralde. Ro. So Rodell.
We're with Ryan's favorite character.
Ryan's favorite character. We can't hear you. Say something, son. Ay.
He's gone.
He's gone. Oh well. He'll just be there looking cool. Okay, he's gone. Well, it's Rodell is trying to sleep. It's freaking hot.
It's hot as hell.
He must be in Florida or something, right, Josh?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, how do people live here?
How do people live like this?
And he's kind of just thinking, it's like he's thinking about the fact that was called Dragonsworn, and he's like, shit, man. He says, quote, now that he's fighting in a foreign land for a man he met only once.
Uh-huh.
Because of a
gut feel.
Yeah. He's like, his leg hurts. He can't sleep on a cot. He said, no, man, I don't want, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want a bed. Now he's like, why did I say I don't want a bed? I'm so dumb. Come on, Rodell. You're getting old. Man.
Oh, man.
He gets word that Captain Yoeli is like, hey, if you're having a hard time sleep, come check this out. He's like, cool. Gets up to the top of the wall. Or inside the palace, there's the other Ashaman named Deep Badar.
Deep.
Is it Deep or Deepa?
Deepa?
Is it Deepa? He was the senior amongst the three Ashaman. And he's like, hey, there's some weird shit going on there. There's channelers. They have at least 6 of them, male channelers that I can tell. And they're doing something pretty powerful, like pretty strong over there. It's like they really can't. He says, quote, they cannot continue to hold that kind of power without consequences. And so Iteralde is like, hey, all right, listen, Deepa. If shit goes down, you get everyone out of here. He says, quote, the dragon sent us here to help, not to die. This city falls and get out. And he's like, yeah, it is hopeless here, huh? He's like, you come with me. He's like, well, no, I can't. I got to die here. I mean, I'm not leaving, but you leave. Promise me. He's like, fine, fuck. Suddenly a big explosion hits. Boom. The walls gone. The palace like crumbles where they're like, oh no. Deep like lost his leg.
Mm-hmm.
Deepa has a Deepa wound. A Deepa flesh wound.
Deepa wound.
And the attack happens. The wall has been breached just like that. Was this it's kind of ill-defined. Was this the big thing that the power was generating? that Deepa was sensing?
It seems like it, but I guess we don't really know.
We don't really know, and there are no channelers that come into the fight,
Right.
which I noticed. But there's a shitload of Trollocs.
And so is this the first time this to me, and that you aren't making a big deal of it seems to indicate maybe we'll see more of it later. This is the first time we've seen male channelers on the Great Lord's team, other than the Forsaken.
This is the first time that we are aware of that. Yeah.
So that seemed really noteworthy to me, and
absolutely.
I was kind of surprised.
Absolutely, but is it?
I've been wanting to know what's going on in, Shadar Logon or Shia Ghul for a long time, and it's kind of disappointing that we're halfway through the second to the last book and we've never been there. It's sort of like if you read the Lord of the Rings and you never went to Mordor.
We've seen meetings where it seems like they're going to Shia Ghul. Like when they go through that hallway where the spikes come down.
We don't know what day-to-day life is like there. We don't know if there are other male channelers.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's just a lot of lack of information. That's a double negative. There is a extreme lack of information.
Right. I mean, do you think the Great Lord has a Diet Coke button on his desk?
What are you referring to?
Never mind. Trump has a button, like a red button that he just hits if he wants a Diet Coke. It's a Diet Coke button he hits, and someone comes in with a Diet Coke for him.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, pretty.
As long as you don't get used with one that launches the nukes, I suppose it's okay.
Right. He had it installed. So let me see. Oh, so here's the interesting thing. So, and I'm glad Ryan's back because Antail says, Lord Idelralde, I have a weave that will not make you well, but it will make you think you
this was
are
interesting.
well.
Yeah.
It could be harmful to you. Do you want me to proceed? He's like, oh, and she's like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to do it. Did it, pushing all the fatigue and confusion away, restoring his senses and making him feel as if he had a perfect night's sleep. It says it's dangerous, more dangerous than the woman's version, I'm told, in some ways more effective. You're trading alertness now for a more profound exhaustion later on.
So it does sound kind of like healing, but without maybe the upside of actually healing.
It sounds kind of like it sounds like a cortisone shot during halftime.
I was going to say it sounds like crystal meth during World War II.
Ryan, is this a smelling salt? Is this a performance enhancing drug that we've?
Oh yeah, it's Adderall basically.
It's I mean.
I was thinking it was like like you get hurt, you get cortisone in your, and then you can go out even though your knee's all sprained.
I think wasn't dextroamphetamine what they used in World War II?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Hitler, where he's all.
No, the U.S.
All right, everyone. Josh is on the dark web again.
I bet you Glenn, the geeky hippie, he knows.
Amphetamine and methamphetamine were used extensively by both Allied and Axis forces. But they're seemingly effects
for pilots and stuff. Well, pilots, like their time of like life expectancy was in hours. Some of them. So yeah, what kind of long-term effects are we talking here?
Yeah, no one cares.
So throw them full of goofballs.
Korean War with methamphetamine. Okay.
Uppers, downers, peps, zib-zabs, wingdings, woozles, slipknots, kabangs,
kabangs,
BBs,
poppers,
livelies.
Jesus.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail this. Go on.
No, good.
I know. Hey,
but yeah,
hey,
it
hey,
is.
Dan. When Pete Hegseth says he doesn't want a woke army, he's saying get the drugs out of our army. That's what he's saying.
No more amphetamines.
No uppers.
Yeah, these guys are too woke. Hey, thanks. Get down there, bitch.
He's like, hey, Yoli. He's like, your city is lost, bro. Look at the walls gone. We gotta go. He's like, and Yoli's like, but no. You look over there, there's a watchfire. That was my sister. She says that reinforcements are coming. They should be here in about an hour. Give me like an hour. He's like, fuck.
He asked for a half hour.
Yeah, he asked for a half hour.
I know.
He said,
and then
give us
an hour later, yeah.
give us a few hours, Yoli said.
Yeah, you motherfucker.
And Iturralde's like, a few hours? And he's like, yeah, they call you a great captain, don't they? Why don't you prove it for once? And he's like, yeah, they do call me a great captain. All right. You know what, Ashman? Give me a half hour and throw everything you fucking got at those Trollocs. I want you to kill every Trolloc.
That was so dumb. I'm sorry. That was so dumb. That was literally so dumb.
He's about captain, aren't you?
I know. That's what. No, that's not my Rodell. Rodell doesn't give a fuck. Like about what this guy fucking thinks about him. Yeah, no, he was gonna like do a measured retreat. He was assessing it, and all of a sudden, this one guy's like, "You call yourself a great captain?" And Rodell's like,
"You know what, Yoli? I like this. Yoli did Yolehu. He's the one who fought his own men to save Iturralde and bring him into the city. He he was the traitor who was helping him.
Yeah. So, I mean, but Rodell could have.
He is G. Rodell is toe.
Dan, he could have gotten all of them out. You'd be like, all right, we're all getting out of this fucking. Everyone through the gateways now. Like, if he's a great captain, just say we're fucking leaving. Anyways,
well, he doesn't want to leave the city to the Trollocs though, because then what do you do with all the civilians and shit? You know,
are they there?
Yeah,
I think so. It's a whole town.
Flee him. You can't flee and leave them.
Remember, they saw the firewood, and Iturralde's like, "Oh, I hope all them farmers came into the town."
All right, no, so if you said, "Look, I fucking saved your ass, you saved mine," then I can see Rodell being like, "All right, you're fucking," but to be like, "You call yourself great," it'd be like LeBron James. You're gonna take the last shot, and you'd be like, "No. They're gonna double team. I'm passing it to Kyrie," and then someone says, "You call yourself the king?"
Yeah.
You call yourself the king?
Top 5 player of all time. He's like, yeah, you're right. I should take this last shot. Yeah, right. That's exactly how it worked, and I think he says, "Show me what that title means, Lord Rodell Iturralde." He's like, God damn it! He called me my full name. Only my mom does that. He's mad at me.
All right, when I'm being in trouble, yeah. All right, another amazing quote. Yeah, I know. There's some like great. I know. It's so something. Sanderson is so something.
So he devises a plan. He's like, fine, get me a whole bunch of firewood. Listen, get everyone who has face wounds and arm wounds but can run. Get them over here. Get a whole bunch of archers. Get them over here. You guys, you just hold off for like a half hour. They held off for almost an hour until finally the Ashman were like, like James Brown. Baby, please don't. Baby, please. And he throws more fireball. Baby. And they put a cape around him and they walk him off. He throws one more fireball. Walks off. The Trollocs are stoked. They're like, fuck yeah. No resistance. The Myrddraal seem at ease even. Iturralde's. Right.
Oh, yeah?
Do you have aspirations of being a general, Captain Yodelehihu? My aspirations are not important, but a man would be a fool not to hope to learn. Then pay attention to this lesson, son. Phew! Suddenly, all help. The ambush happens. Trollocs die, Fades die, horses come out of nowhere, cutting people down. They're like, all right, now we're gonna go and regroup in this place and bring all our shit and do what they don't expect, and we're gonna fucking.
I mean, it was fucking cool. They
was-
they lit strategic rooms on fire that were just like not gonna hurt the
Egg fires, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
really
this
cool.
is this is fucking I don't know if this is Jordan or Sanderson, but like it's so well written. You can see it all happening. It's so cool.
But then after he's like, well, why are we going back there? He says, quote, so shouldn't we do something different? You said that if we got a hint that the enemy knows what we're going to do, we should change plans. It's like,
I know.
you're thinking about it too much, son. Go do as I commanded.
Shut the fuck up.
He's like, okay. He's like, yeah, because he had the one rule that trumps all others. Trust your instincts. And he's like, well, but my instincts said I
He
should
didn't
split
do
it
that.
down. Yeah, well, blew that. But that's we had Perrin doing his thing, saving a wolf.
Rodell doing his thing.
Rodell's not saving wolves, but killing a whole bunch of Trollocs,
doing
wolf faced.
People.
Is he growing on you, Josh?
Rodell?
Yeah.
Sure.
Can you Rodell the Il Torad trade?
What?
Yeah.
No.
Come on. All right.
You want to? You know what? He was a ladies' man. He had quite the Rodell Rolodex.
Nice. Rodellodex?
Rodellodex, thanks. Is there anything else in this chapter?
Nope.
Do you think that the town is going to stay, or do you think, or are they going to eventually split? Are there just going to be too many Trollocs? Are those
I think they have to
reinforcements
triumph.
coming?
I think they have to triumph.
Yeah,
Okay.
plot armor.
Plot armor. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's jump to chapter 29. Chapter 29.
Brother
Yes.
Dan, you're creating like a Matrix style like convergence of realities when your face just like juts into the screen. It's
when I do that, my real face.
Yeah. It's like oh my god,
Well,
there's a
I'll try not to.
giant there. All right.
Chapter 29 is a terrible feeling, and it starts with the Fael point of view again for about 3 or 4 pages.
Mm-hmm.
No, I guess this is her bigger one. She is hanging out with her new besties. They're like the mean
It's
girls.
all basically about Mygden, right? I mean,
Mygden and also Berlane's crush on Galad.
right. Oh, yeah, that's true. And how she's like constantly asking to go visit him for
Right.
no reason at all.
Hey, Ryan,
Uh-huh.
I need you for a sec, baby.
Gotcha.
Quote, around a gnarled finger, end quote. Teshai.
God damn it. I mean, I guess okay, Jesus.
Around a gnarled finger, Ryan?
Gnarled
Yeah,
finger.
yeah. Gnarled.
It's gnarled
indicating-
for her pleasure. I know.
Oh my god. All right. Well,
W
that
says it's hot.
redemption.
That
Yeah, she's like, that's last Friday.
was last
I
Friday.
said booty bang. So yeah, they're just talking. They're like, yeah, crazy about the white cloaks, right? We should just kill him. She's like, well, no, Perrin doesn't like that. We're gonna listen to Perrin. Alejandro's like, yeah, that Lord Captain Commander is a beautiful man. Dude is so pristine.
Mm-hmm.
Bareline's like, oh, you think
Oh.
so? Her nipples instantly go boink boink.
yeah. Like they glow like in nipples and Top Secret, dude.
Yeah. My name's Barreline. It means she whose bosom defies gravity.
Yeah.
We do learn that they do feel a little betrayed about the whole Morghese thing, and while they're trying to justify it by saying, "Well, she was running from a Forsaken, she was compelled, you probably would have done the same thing," but they all kind of feel like, "Yo, she was our girl," and it's like it's not that she was a queen; she was like the queen.
Mm-hmm.
She's like this super queen.
Queen of Queens.
And it was like, yeah, and here she was serving us shitty tea. She sucked, and finally was like, well, she got a little better. They're like,
dumb.
shut up.
So
So then they hear screams. There's a bubble of evil.
No.
Everyone who has weapons, their weapons turn on them. They're fighting daggers and axes and swords and spears. The Aiel are fighting their spears.
So what is it that makes the dirt stop them? That's what I didn't understand.
They put a spear into the ground and it stopped instantly. And they're like, what stopped it? They're like, dirt. So they just grabbed handfuls of dirt and threw it. And every time dirt hit it, it fell.
So what is up with that?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Maybe it popped the bubble of evil. Maybe dirt goes. Yeah.
No, I mean, if you do get dirt on a bubble blower, it makes the bubble solution not work.
It's hard to, yeah.
That's science.
Maybe a little too on the nose, but
poetry in motion. What do you make of the fact that Perrin's hammer did not attack him?
That it's not a weapon; it's a tool of creation.
He sure uses it as a weapon, though. He's bashing.
How many scrolls do you think we've gotten a lot? We've gotten a lot of content across these 14 books so far that the hammer is special because it can be used. There's a choice that allows you to move one way or the other. I guess a knife can also be used for creating things, so it's not a super great metaphor, but
yeah. I mean, would screwdrivers attack? Shit, that'll kill a cat in a subway.
True.
I've heard. What's the statute of limitations? I think I'm free.
Speaking of free, Dan, you mentioned throwing the cloak off.
Yep. Because they're trying to walk him off, and he's like, "No."
All right, what's amazing? Look at this one over here. Look at this guy. Look at his face. All right. Fun.
Then it jumps to Morghese. If we're to we assume that that this happened simultaneously or within the regular progression,
right?
Because they do come in and say, "Hey, they want to delay it a couple days because they had an issue at the camp and people are hurt." So we assume that happened. They're not that far. They're just a few miles down the road, I think. But it didn't happen in this camp.
Doesn't happen.
Morghese is having. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it doesn't happen in the White Cloaks camp, right?
Oh. I'm sorry. Say that again.
The bubble of evil doesn't happen in the White Cloaks camp, right?
Oh fuck, dude! My thing is cutting out. I'm sorry.
All right.
There it is. All right,
no.
All right, never mind.
Josh, it does not happen in the White Cloaks camp.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
So here we have Morghese talking with Galad. And Ryan,
talk to me.
This reminded me a bit of I think it's the Young Thug trial for his RICO case that happened in Georgia or Florida.
There's absolutely Thor vibes going on in this comment.
The hammer. What's that? The hammer.
The hammer
Considers him
considers him worthy.
Oh, interesting. But Morgase is sitting there talking. So I don't know if you guys followed the Young Thug Rico trial. He eventually pleaded guilty to, but the judge had to recuse himself because he got caught like talking to the prosecution and the prosecution's witnesses without the defense there. Here, Morgase is sitting there just rapping, having some tea with one half of the trial. Doesn't seem right.
Yeah. Does not seem right at all.
But what are you gonna do, right? They're talking about his guilt with Falda. He's like, yeah, I told people that he killed you, and obviously he didn't. I killed him because he killed you. I think he did deserve to die, but I do have to send my people a memo.
You're so dumb. I know. So dumb. It's like that he BC's it, like everyone in the organization is like just so you know, everything I did was right, but I had one wrong thought that still turned out right.
Right.
Just so you know, I need to come clean as the CEO of this organization.
Yeah, my motives were wrong, but I was actually justified. But all cards on the table, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Well, when he walked into the White Cloak headquarters, he carried a kitchen sink, and people were like, "Whoa, big changes coming."
He's like 10% gone.
They talk about they do some logic talk. Morgase kind of speaks a little truth to him. She's like, so what do you think about Perrin? He's like, well, he's a shadow spawn. She's like, nope, that's not what he's doing. He's a good man. He's like, okay, the trial will prove it. If he's good under the light, it'll happen. She's like, what are you doing with this army?
Doesn't work that way, dude.
Yeah. She's like, what are you doing with this army? He's like, we're gonna go to the last battle. It's like, she's like, all right, that means you're gonna fight along the Dragon Reborn and the Aes Sedai. He's like, yeah, we'll hang with them witches. And she's like, see, you don't fucking get it. You don't fucking get it.
Yeah. Nincompoop.
She's like, just forget the trial. She's like, he says, quote, Ibarra intends to disband some of his army and give the rest to Althor. He's like, I don't do this by choice. Ibarra himself suggested that he be tried. Says later, let him prove his innocence to us and to himself, then we can continue. Josh, is that part of it?
Yeah, like he said he needs to get it off his conscience. Like,
ask that one more time, yeah?
He says, I don't do this by choice. Ibarra himself suggested that it be done. The man's conscience weighs against him, and to deny him this opportunity would be wrong. Let him prove his innocence to us and to himself, then we can continue. I mean, is he right? Is he right that Perrin kind of has to do this? Or could he just say, you know what, trial, fuck it, don't worry about it?
Perrin's not going to let himself be taken no matter what the verdict is. So it's all kind of for show. Perrin's just trying to stop from having to kill these people so that they can fight alongside one another in the last battle.
Okay.
Right? I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, but I guess, I mean, as far as, I don't know. They're pretty much talking about the difference. Okay. Women who can wield the one power are not inherently evil, but this is what the White Cloaks think. But according to the way of the light, it doesn't make that claim. It just says that the temptation to use the one power can corrupt.
It's I think like the Catholic Church being like, hey, we're fine with gays, just don't fucking fuck butt. We're fine with You just once you start fucking butt, like then we're not okay. Like the temptation, it's bad. But inherently, you're fine. Just don't ever have fun for the rest of your motherfucking life.
Just don't.
Yeah. Hello, it's in the Bible. There's no fucking butt.
Yeah, they call it sodomy, I think. Rear sodomy.
Right? Yeah, turn to salt and shit. Jesus. Very
she says, hey, listen, one of the people you had captured was Lenny. You said you were going to kill everyone there. Would you have killed Lenny? He's like, nah, I wouldn't have killed. She should have said something. I would have pulled her out. Don't worry about it. It's like, well, you wouldn't have killed her? She didn't say anything. He's like, no. She's like, you would have killed all the other innocents, but not Lenny. He's like, it was all pretend. I wasn't going to kill any of them. Come on. She's like, so you lied then. He's like, fuck.
I know.
Fuck.
He's so dumb.
She says, listen, when she first got to became a queen, there was the trial of Family. Wait, Family. Say that word. What's it? It's on page 460, right near the top.
Is that Sanderson like paying homage to some like Redditor or something?
Probably.
Seriously.
Family.
What do you get the guy's scale 1 to 10? 3, 2, 1, 7.
Wait, what
has names?
Yeah. What is scale 1 to 10? What do you give that name?
6.
4.
A 4. Family. I give it 7. All right.
Like if he was a hobbit from the Shire, that's a beautiful name. Thelmy is an amazing hobbit name. But a fucking not cool. Whatever.
What? Yeah, Ryan, you couldn't see like the drummer for 14 years for Yngwie Malmsteen is Family.
Yes, in that okay, you're right. All right, yeah, fine. Fine.
Always bring up Yngwie.
4.5.
All right, so she tells about Tham. Tham was a brick mason who was wrongly accused of murdering his brother. She saw him hang for it, and she was wrong. Family was innocent. The real man laughed at him as he hung. And she's like, well, I was wrong. I killed the man. Should I die? He's like, well, you did your best. And she's like, well, the man's still dead. She says the children like to speak of the light protecting them, of guiding their judgment and leading people to justice. That isn't how it works, Glad. Valda claiming the blessing of the light could do terrible things, and I, hoping for the light's aid, have killed unjustly. He's like, sometimes a man can do wrong. At times, a good man can do wrong. At times, it is appropriate to punish him. At other times, punishment serves nobody.
No purpose.
And then that's when they hear, hey, they want to push back the trial. And they're like, what? A disturbance in the camp, they claim. I say they're fucking off. We should attack him now. But he says, quote, if Ibarra says he needs more time, he is being honest with you. Or she says that. He's like, yeah, fine.
That's all right, yeah.
All right, this is a good point.
Yeah.
Dan, let me read this.
Please.
Is Perrin on trial for killing those 2 White Cloaks? Did he forget that those White Cloaks that he killed were trying to capture and possibly kill him? It's not like those 2 guys were innocent. Yeah, like, they don't have jurisdiction over everything. They were just, like, camping out next to some stupid statue, and all of a sudden they're like, hey, come out! Right? Like, I think at that point, it's just like, it's fucking stand your ground.
It's not a stand your ground.
It's a stand your ground.
The castle doctrine does not work when you're camping.
When you're on the commons,
when you're camping, the castle doctrine is not in effect.
Get off my lawn.
Killing an animal is not grounds for killing a person.
I know.
So-
If his defense is like, you killed my friend. Oh,
You killed
no.
my
Come
friend.
on.
Yeah.
The John Wick defense.
Perrin, point of view. He's going through he was fine. His hammer didn't try to hurt him. He was good.
was good.
Gall makes a cool joke. Says when Perrin had asked, he laughed and said that it had been years since he had shot himself with his own arrow. That thing made me snicker.
It made me snicker too.
They said they're like, well, the commander said he's going to think about giving us more time, and Perrin's like, well, if he wants to attack us, bring his shit. I don't care. I'll take as much time as I want. Tam says he comes up and he's like, hey, listen. While I was checking to see on everyone else. What?
I got to check out.
Yeah, I got to split.
Yeah.
I can't really tell you what, but it's kind of important, I think. Like, all right.
Ace and Ice shit.
Yeah, it says, quote, I think this is something I need to do. It involves Aes Sedai, and I have to leave you now. I can't say anything else. They made me swear it. He also says, you've done well here. I'm proud of you, and your father would be too. Keep it up. I'll see you in the last battle, if not before. And then Tam boogies off to go pack.
I'm gone.
And then we have so anything about Perrin?
Yeah.
I do like the surrogacy of Tam. And Tam, I think, is navigating their relationship wonderfully.
Mm-hmm.
He's like Perrin's son. Something unusual just happened. So he has this familiarity. He has this the elder saying, listen, lad. But he's also treats him as a general. Whatever Perrin asks, he does.
Yeah.
And asks permission to leave. He's not like, hey, fuck off. He's like, hey man, I gotta go, but I'll be back. And he tells him, I'm proud of you. Your family would be proud of you.
Your
keep it up.
Dead dad would be proud of
dead
you.
Dad. Remember your dead dad? You haven't thought of him for a long time. They're proud
Yeah. That's like Tam's big move. He's always bringing up the dead.
I was at your dad's bachelor party.
He was so cool when he was alive.
He was the coolest alive guy I knew.
Yeah. God damn it.
Guy really exuded aliveness.
It's really funny.
So full of alive.
alive.
His favorite band was Live. Lightning Crashes was his favorite song.
I alone. Elaine. All right. So this is, I guess this is comic relief, and I'm gonna cough my thread. So, I guess this is somewhat comic relief in that Elaine is doing her okay. I am on bed rest, but I'm also going to run my country, and so carry me on a litter. Let me lounge.
Fucking damn it!
While four men carry me on their shoulders up like a lot of stairs. They had to go up to the top of the wall carrying this woman. To the point that the stairs were too narrow, so they had to like switch to like handheld ones instead of like shoulder held ones to get her up the winding stairs to get her on top of the thing so she wouldn't have to walk.
So good.
Oh God. She says she spit. All right, so I'll just read this as it's written in my pretentious British voice. She spared a moment to feel guilty for making the poor men in dress uniform carry her through this early summer heat. But these men would ride to battle in her name. They could stand a little warm weather. How often did guardsmen get the honor of carrying their queen anyway? Gross. I guess gross. I'm not even going to say. I guess you have to justify something. No. Well, you know how often these. Hey, they're going to tell their grandkids they carried my fat ass up these steps one day. I don't like it. But Elaine apparently is just trying to look dignified and regal through the whole thing. She has no real compunction about the whole situation except for how she is coming across to her subjects. They carry her up. She's thinking of Kyrian. Kyrian's fucking weird. She gets up and Eludra's there. And Eludra has the dragons she's been working on. They have one in front of her that's just like the clay prototype model. Well, no, it's a real one, but
it's a real one. Yeah.
And then they have like two others on different towers from different parts. They set up 50 dummies in dress uniform on like a mountain kind of far away and give her a demonstration. They shoot both of them. The first one is a little bit off, about 20 feet off or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and the second one knocks them all down.
Boom.
Like yeehaw.
Bowling.
She has replicas. Ooh. There you go. She has replicas of her fox heads with her.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a quick Taishar, really quick one, Ryan.
Taishar.
Well, I can't. All right, jeez. All right, so I did a poll asking about what your laugh. Did they like it?
Don't. Right. Ryan, does this concern me one bit? Yeah, no, go tell me.
Go on. No, do your thing.
The men finished. Taishar.
Okay.
What was the poll?
I gotta go find it.
Okay.
Damn it. Can someone tell me the answer to the poll in chat?
Did you shut it? Did you turn it off?
Yeah, they love the laugh. No, I just had to turn. I was like losing internet, so I like turned off all my extra links or whatever. So, I'll get back to it. Asshole.
This is a very impressive. It's a very impressive display. They reload and shoot it again. Dan. Thanks, Ryan. Thank you. I've been working out. They reload it in like under 3 minutes, and they want to cut that time down to 2. Eludra's like, so you like my dragons, yes? She's like, oh fuck yeah. She's like, you know what? I told Matt that you had all the Bell founders. You didn't. There's others. I'm gonna give them all to you now. She's like, but don't tell them what you're doing because these guys are blabbermouths. She's like, I promise I will not do that. Yeah. He's like, I need an oath from you, Eludra. She's like, God damn it, fine. She does it. Birgitte ends this by saying, the world just changed, Elaine, Birgitte said, shaking her head, long braids swinging slightly. It just changed in a very large way. I have a terrible feeling that it's only the beginning. Fast forward 200 years to nuclear weapons.
Boom.
Oh, yeah. Womp, womp, womp. Told you so. And Josh texting us saying, I told you we'd all try it and make
nuclear weapons.
I told you the time was wonky. Anything in this chapter?
All right, Dan, fuck you. In one of our lowest performing polls ever, 50%, 7% said they love your fucking evil laugh at the beginning of Taishar's.
Ryan.
So but no, Dan, knowing you're such a devil's advocate contrarian. You're gonna be like, well, if they love it,
I'm not doing it ever again.
I may not, right? Who knows? Who knows?
Are you gonna fake the fake?
Ryan.
Huh?
The Taishar world is my oyster right now.
I sure.
Nice, sure. Yeah. Well done.
Oh gosh, no! Look at you. Fine. Chapter 30.
All right. Men dream here.
Chapter 30 called Men Dream Here. It has the wolf icon, and again, it starts with Fael. Fael's just trying to get some information from her friends about the White Cloaks. Her friends, she has friends, Lucille and Solange. They were able to visit with Megan, and they delivered her a note, I guess, to Megan. And then they were kind of flirting with some of the boys.
Mm-hmm.
There is some dissent because the White Cloaks don't really like that Galad wants to ally with the Aes Sedai in the last battle. And she's like, well, no, I guess that means Galad is more reasonable than his men. A very useful tip, Lucille. Lucille's like, oh, I'm a good girl, aren't I? And she's like, you're the best girl.
Yeah, run
along, darling.
She's like, oh, Daniel Lewin, fancy meeting you here. Why would you be here? He's like, well, you told me to come here, lady. She's like, oh yeah, but don't tell anyone if that's no, it's a coincidence. She's like, just don't tell my husband. He's like, I don't like keeping things from Lord Perrin. She's like, well, would you prefer that he get killed by White Cloaks and it's all your fault? And he's like, well, no, of course.
Not particularly.
So they have a plan B. Apparently Grady's gonna, if shit goes down, Grady's gonna whip Perrin in air and scoot him on out of here. Woo, just tie him up and float him out. Perrin's like, I'll murder you. I'll kill you. Let me get my hands on you. I'll murder you. He gets just whipped away. And then Perrin is asleep once again. He's training. It says Perrin was learning not to fear young Bull. Today he was hunting Hopper.
Cool.
It says that, quote, it seemed that somehow the more confident he became in the wolf dream, the more comfortable he became with himself in the waking world.
Yeah, he's getting his mojo back. He's getting boners. He's getting boners again.
He's getting boners again, I guess.
Fael's happy.
Let's see. Suddenly there's a jungle. Young Bull demanded that the world open up to you. Boop, there it is. He's like, he's chasing Hopper. Hopper just starts running straight up a cliff. Perrin's like, shh, I can do that. Boop. He starts running up the cliff. Hopper attacks. Young Bull's like, I don't care. I'll shift. Boop.
Pretty cool how he's able to do that now.
And when he's like, and every time he misses, it's like, it says, make the world yours, young Bull, Hopper sent. He's like, yeah, no, the air shouldn't be misty. The air isn't, it's not, shouldn't. The air isn't misty. This is dry air that's all foggy. And poop.
He's like, young Bull, manifest your own reality.
Manifest your reality.
He ends up in the ocean. Perrin struggles. He's like, oh, I don't like water.
What?
Hopper's just like riding the waves. He's like, what water? What are you even talking about? Make it yours. And his parents like, oh, you're right. Boop. He's on top of the water. They're both like bobbing there, standing. He says, you will not defeat Slayer like this. He's like, then I'll keep learning. It's like, there's a little time. I'll learn more quickly. It's like, can you? You have no other choice. You could choose not to fight him. And he's like, well, no, that's not a choice for me. And then Hopper's like, all right, there might be a way. We call them the
Man
what are they?
dreams.
The man dreams here, and they are terror dreams or whatever he calls them. The fear dreams.
All right, fear dreams. Yes.
And he. So let's talk a little bit, Josh,
Mhm.
because this kind of started confusing me about the whole aspect of Tellerandria.
Okay.
So, what is it that Camelin just has more people, and so that there's more people that pop in and out of dreams,
Of
and
dreams. And Tellerandria, generally speaking, right?
and Perrin generally just hangs out in like the forest in his dreams, so doesn't see people, but
He doesn't see people. Yeah, because there's less people around.
it's the same place as Egwin goes to, and all that.
Well, we don't know for sure that the Wolf Dream and Tellerandria are the same. They're related.
Yeah, because we never see that whole like popping in and out with Perrin. We never see intervention of like anybody's dream, right? Like, right?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I don't believe so. And I've always wondered about that.
Yeah. I don't know how to answer that.
You brought it up.
Well, I don't know how to answer. But it seems like he does enter a dream here, though, with this nightmare, right?
That's yeah.
The parents like, Hopper's like, yeah, just smell fear. Like, let's go to this big scary alley. Yeah,
all right,
in there.
Well, okay, no, check this out though. Like, jump through this whole dumb thing. Oh no, a big black thing. Oh no, I live right at the end. That conversation is very interesting. Let's talk about that. What is happening? Did I compel you into a Taishar?
Quote: "You will not last long your first time. I will come for you."
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, I fell and I can't get up. What was that?
She was gasping, in and out, in and out. Taishar.
You went,
I love that whispered Taishar after.
it's almost perfect, Dad.
So Perrin goes into the alley. Suddenly, this woman's running. She's like, he's coming. And he's like, what? All right.
Just try one without the laugh. Just like look at the camera, make love to the camera.
Behind him, he turns slowly to find something enormous. Taishar.
Oh shit! And you look at yourself.
Nice.
I look behind me.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like, God damn it, he's coming. It's the Dragon Reborn. And Perrin's like, I know him. Like Elf. Santa?
He's not scary.
Yeah, no. He said it's not real. He's like, wait, hold on. No, I know that's not Rand. So I know that's not real. It says Perrin stood up, like shaking, every instinct crying for him to run. But no, he couldn't fight it either. He could not accept this is real. He's like, this is an alley inside of Camelin. It wasn't real. It was not. And then the darkness comes. He's like, a piece of me knew, But man, that was really scary.
Mm-hmm.
It says I couldn't help but try to fight or try to run, but when I did either, it grew stronger, didn't it? Because I accepted it was real. It's like, yes, you must not believe what you see. Like that woman, was she part of the dream? He's like, yep, the whole thing.
See, that's the thing.
So was it someone who came too strongly into the wolf dream?
This is what I don't understand. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I didn't get this either, Ryan. I agree.
This is where it gets confusing. Where he's like, what? He asks about. He's like, could it just be the dreamer itself? And what does Hopper say about it? He's like, I don't remember. We lost.
He said, "Men who dream do not stay here long." It said because she said maybe she was the one who dreamed it. Parents said. The one having the original nightmare, caught up in it and trapped here in the world of dreams. Men who dream do not stay here long.
See, what the fuck does that mean?
What does that mean exactly? Yeah.
To him, that was the end of the discussion.
But does that mean that like was there a third party intervention happening? Oh no, there's a giant in your screen, Dan. Get out. Was there like, I mean, like, because that woman seemed to be there for a while, right? Like, so was this? What do you make of this? Like, is this like his mind inventing it? Is there like a third party involved? Like, what the fuck's going on here?
Or is he doing the Egwin thing and like swimming into a dream light? You know?
Yeah.
Like this was like almost like Narnia, where you just kind of walked. Oh.
Ooh, Dan, I just had a theory. Is it based on need? Like finding the eye of the world? Like he needed to have that like confrontation?
I like that.
Yeah. Sorry, Dan. Didn't mean to crush you with that brilliance.
No, Ryan. I'm flabbergasted.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gobsmacked.
Was that sublime piece of quality?
It was a sublime bit of skill. Well done, lad.
Speaking of which, let's get through this in GAMS.
Okay. So we Hopper's bolts. Parent smells them, follows. They're at this base of Dragon Mount. There's a whole bunch of wolves like around there. They're like, they're waiting for the decision. It's like the last hunt. It begins or it does not.
It does not.
Like,
right
you mean
there,
now?
Right? Mm-hmm.
Like the decision will be made soon. It's like what decision? They don't really say. But the wolves are all over. They wait. Hopper said the last hunt comes. What?
No, I just did that one image he sends to Perrin when he's like, what does not mean? And it's like a hunter like stealing all of your cubs.
A vacant den, all of the pups taken by trappers.
God, that hit me so hard. I was like, fuck.
A night sky empty of stars, the moon fading, the smell of old blood, dry, stale, and flaked away. That so was powerful. The other path does not lead to the last hunt, to nothing.
To nothing, yeah.
And the parent's like, all right, well, I got to go up there. He goes up there. He forms a bubble of calm around his face.
Do you know what this reminds me of? Like the ending of the game Destiny. No, not Destiny. Oh my god. Oh shit. All right. I'll remember the name. It was a download game.
Okay.
All right. Go on.
He's going up. Hopper like goes up with him most of the way, but then he's like, "Hey, I can't go with you." Parents like, "I dig it. You're a good boy. Stay." He goes up. He sees that this is a figure in the tempest, the apex of the tempest. Thing just whipping around, but his clothes aren't moving at all. Just his hair, but his clothes are completely still. Parents like, Ran, fight it, Ran. The darkness consumes him. It says within moments, Parent could barely see Rand through the blackness. It enclosed him, cutting him off, banishing him. The dragon reborn was gone. Only evil remained. But then a tiny silver sliver of light split through the evil. The light shone upward toward the distant sky like a beacon, so frail. The web cracks appeared down the side of the shell of evil blackness. Something strong was inside, something glowing, something brilliant. And then it explodes. So this, from Rand's point of view, it seemed as if and from Egwin's vision, it seemed like that point of light was coming from the sky down to the tip of Dragonmount. But here we see that it originates from
Rand, right?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Rand stood within the light, mouth open as if bellowing towards the sky above. The storm seemed to shudder, the entire sky itself undulating, and then the tempest vanished. The wolves begin to howl. Perrin howls with them. It said he barely noticed when Rand's image vanished, for he left that sunlight behind. And the wolves are like, "Fuck yeah!" And Perrin's like, "Who wants a last battle? You want a last battle? You want a last hunt? You want a great hunt? You want a great hunt?" And they're like, "Fuck yeah! Let's find last hunt." He's like, "All right, we're gonna hunt." They howl, and it says, "As loud as the storm had been just moments before."
That's so awesome.
Right? Yeah.
Is there anything else about this? This does, as you'd said, this does indeed prove that time is a little wonky.
Mm-hmm.
We had seen this scene from Rand's point of view earlier in the book.
I remember this fucking me up as a reader because I was not like you. But I was like, I got confused. I remember being confused by this.
It's confusing.
Yeah,
for sure.
Let's. Is there anything else in that chapter at all, Josh? We have one more to get through for tonight.
I don't think so. No, I think we're good.
Okay. The last chapter is called Into the Void. It has 5 dice.
This is a fast one.
The pips. It's Matt. Matt's in a tavern, right?
In a tavern.
Okay.
Fuck. Tossed a handful. Tashar.
Yeah. So full of yourself.
Tossed a handful. They're playing a game called Karanko's Spit. Shinar. Matt throws a handful of dice. They're all ones. They're like, "Oh, you lost." He's like,
Dennis, you gotta huck to that thing.
You gotta Karanka that.
Karanka,
you gotta Karanka that thing. Do a little Karanka. Spit. They're like, "Oh, 5-1. Sorry, that's a loss." He's like, "No, it isn't." They're like, "You said you didn't know the rules." He's like, "Well, my luck knows the rules. I know I won." He like asks the bar. He's like, "Hey, anyone know the Haktua Spit rules?" They're in a tavern called the Dusty Wheel.
Dusty Wheel.
All right, yeah. So Light Blinded Fool, who's a YouTube member, and if you too would like to have your name in a different color, why not participate in a YouTube membership? It's cheap. It's like less than a coffee at Starbucks, I think. All right, yeah.
They were streaming when we started, so yeah. I wish you could have, but
yeah, no, we constantly have our feelers out. We're always trying to get guests. We're always like planning months in advance for these things.
No, I thought of it right actually.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I did. It is Innkeeper Hatch and his wife, who's unnamed but who's pretty, and innkeeper Hatch will hit you with a cudgel if you look at her too long.
Even look at her.
This place is called the Rumor Wheel as well because
A rumor mill.
you know everyone just talks about. Matt like takes off all his disguise stuff. He's like, all right, I'm done with this. He takes off his fake mustache, his little fake goatee, takes his sunglasses off, puts his hat on, takes his scarf off, puts on his cloak, and he's like, now I'm dashing. I'm dashing. And they're like, wait a minute, ain't that the fella? Give me that paper. Ain't that where's that paper? And Matt's like, all right, I know I won. I'm scooping up all your coin because you're poor and I'm not.
Yeah, I'm at here.
It says it had been a long while since he had gone about with his neck uncovered. Even with Thailand, he had normally left the scarf on. That's it. So, Josh,
that's a Taishar, isn't it?
I'm wondering if with Thailand, if you would leave the beanie on, if you're like, no.
I mean,
beanie stays on, Dan.
Only if she asks.
You can leave your beanie on.
Like, you gotta be in inner circle to see sans beanie Josh.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't have sex with someone if they weren't inner circle, Ryan, just to be clear.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, yes, I know you're like a famous demisexual
Prude.
I learned that.
Just use the word.
I can't wait to room with Josh during JCon and just see demisexuality in action. All right, right.
God, I hope you do a lot of various drugs.
So many.
Did you do too many drugs? I did.
I did.
Right. Give me the music.
Here comes the drop.
Nice.
Matt lunged forward, ramming the butt. Taishar.
Okay. All right.
That
Like, okay. So
my favorite one yet.
ramming the butt. I know, but the laugh is like it's not like a sexy laugh.
It's right.
It's like the worst laugh. No, it's literally the worst.
Right. This is the creepiest game in the fandom. We're just going and looking for sexual innuendo that doesn't exist.
I know, and you used to giggle. Game. Now you do this weird laugh. Like you used to just giggle like a weirdo, which is way more fun than you sound like Count Dracula starting to like count bats, fucker.
Whoa! All right.
Okay.
God.
It went down. Its motions were fluid. Tashai.
Well, okay, was that the norm? Like, huh? All of this is just
Yeah, that's how he would laugh.
That's how we do it.
That's my last Taishar of the night.
All right, let's get to this action chapter with Matt.
All right, so Matt, get me on full. Unless you want to see my posters.
I do.
Matt goes out in the street. He's walking. He's like, he gets jumped by some thugs. Tall mayonnaise, and his red arms come. Yeah. Pa. No, some more thugs. Pia. Well, actually, they mostly chase him off. There's only one real fight. But then the Golem's there. He's like, "Hey, you little bitch." He's like, "Yep, that's me." It's like, you brought yourself to me. That's pretty cool. He's like, well, you know what? Yeah. His men like set up all these lanterns and make like a ring, like a cage fighting circle of light.
Pretty cool.
Matt puts the Ashendare, puts the medallion around the blade, like has it like so it's snug against the blade, so it's not swinging. It's like so every time he hits him, it's gonna do sizzle slaps, sizzle slap, sizzle slap,
sizzle slap, sizzle slap.
And they
like Todd said, you can't swing a dick in this town without hitting a golem in the face.
Ryan.
I hate you right now.
The thing slid forward. Tashar.
Okay. Yeah. Defend this. The thing slid forward. There's nothing sexy about calling anything a thing. Like, you never like talk to your friends after a night and be like, "Oh yeah, he put his thing in me."
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know, we were soaking,
playing with our things.
We were soaking, and then his thing slid forward. Ryan.
Lost me on that one, Dan.
Soaking. All right. All right. The golem is
Mormon.
Like, yeah, like the Mormons. Yeah. So we were soaking, but then the thing slid forward. I don't know. It works for me. The golem is like, oh, he starts fighting. Matt's kind of beating his buttons. He like sizzles him a couple times. He's like, sizzle slap. Shh. How's that? Right on your hand. Ow! Right on your arm. Oh, ow! Sizzle. So the golem starts like running and like knocking down all the. Ooh. Shit.
What happened?
Hold on for a second. My battery disconnected. Hey, give me 1 second.
All right. Yeah. Josh, let's reminisce.
Yes.
Josh, we need new 5-minute intro music. Do you have you got that? Can you give me new 5 minutes of?
Yeah, something more upbeat.
Oh shit! All right, here we go. Do you have more? Do you have new music?
We can figure it out though. Oh my god, there is. There's wrist showing.
Oh, look at that. Look at that fucking Popeye arm right there. I'm so fucking buff.
Amazing buff.
All right, Case Ice is trying to join us. All right, 024016.
Matt pulled off, leaving it on the floor. It had a hole in it anyway.
Okay, that's amazing. It had a hole in it.
He was certain he had been recognized a few times, mostly by men who slipped out into the night without saying anything.
Yes. Yes. Again, if you haven't yet already, hit that like button like Leanne Sedai. Bashing a dark friend. All right, someone's gesticulating wildly. Stop, Matt. Right.
I was bashing the like button. Matt and the golem fight. The golem starts chasing Tall Mayonnaise because he has one of the lanterns. Tall Mayonnaise brings him into a house. They fight in there. The Ashendare throws the Ashendare, trips the guy, but Matt has two of the the fakes. He has 2 of the medallions in his pocket that he gives a little sizzle slap right to the face.
Right? Yeah. Dude, it reminded me of when you were like, we had like jellyfish fights, and every time you hit me with a jellyfish, it like burned.
Sizzle slap.
Sizzle slap.
No, those were like, remember pink backs and pink bellies?
Oh, I do now, and I'm gonna be quivering in a corner, remembering this shit.
Pink back, All right. So the golem is like, how did you? And Matt, don't rightly know myself. Guess I just got lucky.
All right, fucking stupid. Shut. What?
So amazing.
Amazing.
So amazing.
Yes.
Don't rightly know myself.
Fucking, I hated this shit. They're just chatting it up.
Just chatting it up.
They're just chatting it up again.
The Go Lamb.
It's so Marvel.
Matt cuts off some of his fingers. No big deal. The thing doesn't. We don't even know if it feels pain.
Right.
The creature did cut Matt's arm pretty good. Matt starts saying stuff in the old tongue. I'd like you to say these phrases for me. Could you please, Josh? There's 3 of them.
Oh God, the fucking
Page 490.
yeah. No, I don't want to do these.
Josh, do it for the 11 people watching.
Do it for all 11 people watching.
Tie-dye Shar. Karai Manshimaya Thailand. Karai and Manshimaya Nielsen. Karai and Manshimana Ayandan.
Nice.
Dude,
Nice.
I'm crying right now.
That was so good.
So good.
It was the call of vengeance.
The
So
call
Matt
of
jumps
vengeance.
through the doorway and Ryan.
The bone white floor. Oh, is it going to be the golem backed into the darkened room, stepping onto a bone?
Nope.
Yeah, please. No, I wish we were that far ahead. All right, go.
Go ahead.
With a final burst of strength and slam the smoldering butt. Tie shot. The creature curse and stumbles.
I've had smoldering butt, but no one wants to slam that.
No one wants to slam it.
My smoldering butt. Yeah.
So, Josh, you explain what happens to this golem.
It falls forever through the darkness. Right?
Did they have a
they
gateway?
push it off a skimming raft.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah. So, like, if we have a new turning of the wheel,
Mm-hmm. Will it still be there? Falling?
Is he still falling?
It's a good question. I doubt it.
He says, I don't know if you can die, Matt said softly. I hope to the light that you can't. He says, I hope you can't die because
so the golem's like going, whoa, 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 oh no, whoa, 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 yeah.
Grab my arm, whoa. Okay. Whoa!
And he just
And Matt just
kicks.
goes, and then you, oh!
And then the bloody spit. Haktua. He Haktua some bloody spit down.
It wasn't Haktua, right? It was. Hold on.
Come on.
It was Karanko. He Kronko to us.
He Kronko spit. Amazing.
So yeah, the golem gets pushed down. This is the only
Okay.
golem that we know
Falling
of.
in the way is basically right. I mean, it's similar to that.
All right, Josh, don't
Yes.
look at
I
this.
don't know.
Don't look at this comment. Dan, look at this comment.
Yeah. No.
So great. That's so fucking funny.
Thanks,
Like
man.
at some point, if two people are just falling infinitely, they could just like have a whole relationship. They can like fall asleep, wake up, bicker, make love, play, invent games. Right? They're just right. Like
What kind of games would you play as you're falling forever, Ryan?
well, duck, duck, goose. Obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, and rock, scissors, paper. Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Rochambeau.
Yeah. If for the European. Sorry.
I Spy with My Little Eye.
Rock, something
black.
gray, black.
Is it-
yeah.
Is it this eternal blackness? Yeah, it's the eternal blackness. All right, your turn.
I'm
Alright.
loving this premise.
Matt is like, he's like, all right, we're good then, right?
Do you think they
I
drink
killed
each
it.
other's piss to survive?
Huh.
I imagine they're just like like skydivers, just like 69ing, drinking piss. All right, Josh. Come on. This is
Like,
gold, Josh.
Hey, it's
This is
time to
fucking
belly
gold,
up to the
Jesus.
tap. They're just flying. You're like, all right, fine. All right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. I'm connected.
All right.
All right,
I'm gonna-
relax. Do you want me to tickle the balls?
I
I'll
got
tickle.
stage fright.
Yeah.
I'm
Obviously, you're
starting
like
to drift.
you're.
I'm starting to drift. Grab me.
you're-
Grab
oh
me.
no! Okay, come back.
Oh, no, all right.
All right, stop turtling. Just let it go, Dan.
All right. I'm doing math in my head. And so,
I'm doing math. Is that your trick? Is that your trick, Dan?
yeah, that's every trick. It should be. There's
All right,
something
like-
connecting in the brain. That's why people
All right.
have to pee in math class. That's why you get bonus in math class when you're in fifth
All
grade.
right. No one on screen even acknowledged it, and no one in chat acknowledged it. But I said that of all the three to Varen, Parent is most likely to have ED, and I stand by it. I stand by it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that. He does not get a good night's rest. He eats just ham hocks for breakfast. Yeah.
Hey, what do we do with on our first time readers? And we're like useless without them.
My computer is fucked up. I'm here, but my video is not
I know.
working.
Seriously,
No,
like
okay.
the Leaf Cast is getting assaulted. Kay's been trying to get on.
Don't read the code out loud, maybe.
Carissa's been trying to get online for like 30 minutes right now.
The we'll just wrap it out. The duplicate fox heads, Matt already has plans for. He wants one for Oliver and one for Tuon.
Just in case the Golan comes back.
Just in case, or just to have them. I mean, I guess. I mean, they're not really his, but let's see. Guybone, Captain Guybone was good. He did good things. Is Guybone a good guy? Or was he the bad guy? No, that was Malar. It was Guybone. But he had done his job well, getting everyone out the nearby buildings, then picking a hallway that the kids went to make the gateway. Sent a member of the band to tell Talmanes where to go. And it was Elaine and Birgit's idea with the gateway.
Hey, Dan, I got a tie shark.
Oh!
Okay. This is the first.
I love this. Ryan, enjoy it. Where's your laugh? Oh, yeah. Rub the face.
Oh. You looking at me? Guy bone. Tie shark.
Woo! Yes.
Yeah. Look, all right. And leads directly into the technologically
Ryan does his
challenged.
first ever Tai Shar, and suddenly Case can get on.
Case, yeah, I gave birth to Case and I said, we all benefit. Are you talking? Can you talk?
You assholes. You just chimed me in with no warning. No.
Just kidding.
Oh, you dicks.
Can you go vertical? Turn it horizontal.
I'm trying to get into any kind of lighting.
There you go. Look at that. You look great. All right. Well, it's very good to see you.
Into my room, then it everything cuts out and it erases myself.
Yeah. What's going on?
Which I think you may have seen a couple times. Oh, like that close up of my thumb? I'll try not to do that. Okay. What's that sound?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh, I have echo cancellation.
Oh, it's my vibrator.
Oh.
My
Dan, stop it.
No, it's my my panties are vibrating panties.
Obviously. Great.
I left my controller in an Uber,
Knock it
so
off.
I think the guy's just buzzing me. Oh God.
Jesus, what is that sound?
Tell G Mama.
Well,
to
you're
stop it.
here just in time for us to end, Kay. To be honest, we're all done.
I know. I'm sorry, but it's good to see you.
Next week we are doing chapters 32 through 35. Those are 4 chapters. I will text you guys so that you have all that information. This is 61 pages, so it's a little less than we had. And that's it. And Kay, is there anything that stood out in these chapters that for you?
Perrin's a bitch. She's a big bitch. She's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world. No, I mean, you know how I feel about Perrin. Not the greatest.
He's a great big
not my
bitch. He's a
favorite.
little bitch.
Yeah. He's a big bitch.
Big.
Yeah. You get it. That's all. Also, no, there was lots of stuff. I had lots of thoughts, but I don't want to keep anybody. This has been a shit show of a technical situation. So, and a
Well, we
mommy
missed you.
situation, So.
And our viewership dropped precipitously without you. So obviously,
right.
Obviously, like we're just
no, it didn't. You
we
guys been doing great.
The feminine wiles.
The algorithms, in fact, YouTube
shit.
didn't send any notifications out. They're like, Kay's not making it. Let's not even let anyone know.
That's not even true. You didn't make me feel that badly. I already know that. I'm so sorry.
Well, that's no, we're not here. We're here to make.
We're good.
We're
all good.
If all things allow. I'm sorry.
What the hell happened to Josh?
Guys.
Where did Josh go? Oh,
yeah,
computer
what the
problems.
hell? He doesn't like me.
No, we're getting
buzzing.
cursed. I was having internet issues. Dan's whole computer died last week. Chris's computer we can't get it to work. So yeah,
It's
the Leafcast is getting
stuff.
A full on NIS fucking attack.
We're getting
I think we're
doged.
getting hacked. Yeah, we're getting doged.
Yeah, a little bit.
We're getting
there's
doged.
better lighting.
We've been critical. We're getting doged.
All right, Ryan, end this.
And this
All right.
madness.
All right. You, Ned Stark, I command you to die.
You're putting him out
Off
of
with
his
your
misery. He
head.
just laid down. Look at Brother Dan just laid down like no
I
problem.
know.
Off with my head. It's
Fine.
cool. Ned
Fine.
Stark me.
Right here.
Go.
Fine.
Okay.
Fine. Do it.
All right.
Everyone,
I don't care.
hey, when you have your head on the chopping block, remember to run for your lives.
Look
This
at my
is
Adam's
the way to
apple.
leave.
This is
I'm so
the
scared. I'm